BSN Global Tech Innovation Summit for letting me speak. So today, what I wanted to do was just to give everyone some quick updates on Ethereum 2.0, where Ethereum 2.0 is at, where it is going, and how this could be relevant to blockchain users in general, and in particular, some of the kind of Ethereum enterprise users that I, I know are the BSN and some of the projects around it are likely to be building for. So to start off, one of the exciting milestones that we have hit only in the last few days is that the Ethereum 2.0 proof of stake chain, this is the first phase of the ETH2 effort, has hit the target for its deposits. So what this means is that the code for the Ethereum 2 proof of stake chain is completely ready, and it has been ready for some time, but actually launching the chain required a sufficient number of people, about 520,000 Ether, to actually deposit their Ether into the system in order to become validators as part of this proof of stake system. And we actually hit this target 2 days ago. So now we're actually far above the target. There's about 740,000 Ether that's ready to participate as validators in this new proof of stake network. So what this means is that the proof of stake beacon chain is ready for launch. It is actually going to launch next week on Tuesday at 8 p.m. China time. So everyone get ready for that, and look forward to the first phase of this kind of multi-year long ETH2 effort finally happening. So ETH2 has been this big, massive project that we have been working on for many years, and now, of course, the project is finally becoming reality with this proof of stake network launching early next week. So it's worth talking about just briefly what are some of the benefits that the Ethereum 2.0 effort is trying to bring. And so the first one is proof of stake brings more efficient consensus. So instead of consensus requiring these miners, these computers that need to be running 24/7 and constantly burning a huge amount of electricity, proof of stake is much more energy efficient, and there's much less waste, and it requires much less resources to provide the same level of security. Faster consensus, so less time needed to confirm transactions. So in ETH2, you get a very strong finality guarantee of transactions in about 12 to 18 minutes. But even after about 12 seconds, you actually get a fairly strong guarantee just from initial confirmation. So this is all much higher levels of security than proof of work chains give, which in Ethereum's case take about 12 seconds to give a single confirmation. And for a very high level of safety, you might need to wait much longer. Much higher scalability. So one of the important technologies in ETH2 is called sharding, and sharding can decrease transaction fees by a lot, increase scalability by a lot, potentially allow us to process up to 100,000 transactions per second if you combine sharding together with some layer 2 rollup technology. Existing Ethereum applications continue to work. So if you have an Ethereum application, the transition to ETH2 will not break your application. It will continue to work as it is today. So this is this path for scalability. So today, the existing Ethereum chain can process about 15 to 45 transactions per second with a scaling technology called rollups, which is in some ways already running on the main network. So there's some rollups, such as, like, for example, Loopring, based in Shanghai, and ZK Sync is another major team, and a couple of other teams. Also, some optimistic rollup teams starting to launch soon. This is a scalability technology that can increase scalability to about 1,000 to 4,000 transactions per second. And currently, it's all basically ready for simple payments. but more complicated Ethereum applications and smart contracts still require a little bit more time. And finally, if you combine rollups together with sharding, so rollups are either already here or coming very soon. Sharding will take some more time. Combining those two together, you can get up to 25,000 to 100,000 transactions per second. So as an enterprise user, this gives you a much higher scale level of scalability and just a strong guarantee that if you start building an application now, there will actually be space for that application to continue to function, even if it gets to millions of users or tens of millions of users, or in the potentially in the longer term, even hundreds of millions of users. Like these numbers are just today's technology. As computers continue to become more powerful, and as Ethereum becomes more efficient, I expect even this number to increase over time. So for a long time, I think enterprise meant private chains, and one of the reasons why enterprise meant private chains is because public chains had very bad scalability. But with ETH2, public chains are going to have very good scalability, and so looking at ETH2 as a place to run applications is going to become more and more relevant over time. And so any kind of integration work that mm, BSN or anyone else can do to help make that happen, can be will be very appreciated. So scalability is kind of very important. Additionally, privacy. Privacy is a big concern of many enterprise applications, and for that, there's a lot of work being done on cryptography. A lot of work being done, for example, with zero knowledge proofs, ZK snarks. There's a project called Aztec. There's many projects now. There's one from Ernst and Young that was announced, I think, last year. So a lot of work being done on privacy preserving applications that benefit from the security that a blockchain provides without sacrificing confidentiality of private data. So this is the roadmap from here. So the Beacon chain, this ETH 2.0 proof of stake chain, is launching next week. And this is what is expected to happen from that point. So light client support is likely the first major upgrade to the Beacon chain, maybe early mid next year. We don't know yet. It's a fairly simple upgrade, so it's likely to happen fairly soon. In parallel, more improvements to the existing Ethereum blockchain, stateless client support, cryptographic operations, more efficient data structures, binary trees, many things happening that improve the existing Ethereum experience. Improvements to clients, TurboGeth, sync protocols, many things happening here. Then work on a sharding, scalability, and also in parallel work on combining together ETH2 and the existing Ethereum chain so that the existing Ethereum chain and the new proof of stake chain combine together into one system kind of running on proof of stake together. Right? So as a whole, these are upgrades that will make the Ethereum chain much more efficient. They will enable applications with much higher levels of scalability and much lower costs. And so if you are building an application that it expects to eventually have many millions of users, on the existing ETH1 chain, there may not be enough space for you, but on the ETH2 chain, there definitely will be enough space for you. And so you can start building and be confident that there will be a way for you to scale and take full advantage of the Ethereum 2.0 chain's capabilities. Proof of stake will also provide a more stable and more efficient consensus layer that gives us stronger guarantees about the safety of transactions, and if many other improvements are happening at the same time. And if you are building applications, I encourage you to learn about all of these upgrades and also learn about rollups and some of the layer 2 scaling technology that is being worked on in the Ethereum ecosystem at the same time, and see how this technology can fit into your application. Or if you are an enthusiast, then you are welcome to a stake. You're welcome to participate in the Beacon chain as a validator, and just keep watching, keep participating, and I hope we can all enjoy the Ethereum ecosystem, continue to very quickly improve over the next 2 to 3 years. And thank you.